it didn't sound like she had any insight into Emily truly. It sounded like she just wanted her 10 minutes of the story. And I'm sure people will say that about me. People are going to say, oh, you know, you just wanted to be famous or be on a podcast or whatever. But no, I reached out to Matt. I was afraid to reach out to Matt, but I did it because after the third time of listening to that podcast, I felt very convicted. I felt very convicted in my soul that I had believed something about a human being I do not know, that I had no business believing, that is detrimental to his spirit. And oh my God, this man has experienced loss after loss after loss. And we were the Germans. You know, that whole thing of like, until they come for you, you're going to jump in and say, fuck them. Right. That's how bad it felt to me, because I am a contemporary, right? I am a contemporary of Matt's. I'm a contemporary of Emily's. I cannot imagine losing one of my children to suicide, but it could happen. I know it could happen. It's like, I tell my kids all the time, make sure you take Narcan to the party. And they say, we don't know anybody who does that. And I'm like, yes, you do. You just don't know you do.
They're
right?
lying to you.
So, yeah. So like, you know, when it's like, oh, my kids would never commit suicide. Well, good for you if that's the life you live and if that's the truth and your reality. I don't live there. I live knowing that we are all desperately every day waking up, hoping we're going to make it through that day, and that everyone we love will be safe and not shot at the mall or shot at the bowling alley or shot at school. Like, I added to that. I added to the grossness of our society that's like, hang them, burn them at the stake, get them out of here. No facts, no evidence.
It's big of you to be able to admit that. It really is. You're the first person that's come out and said
no, I can't be. I cannot be. I don't believe that.
You're the first person that's said
publicly.
Yeah. This couple come out publicly, and especially from Westerville. No, I've had no one reach out from her family, friends, any of them. No one said, "Hey, I really thought you did this thing." And then after the trial, and after I watched, there's another podcast. It's called Invisible Choir that actually did.
Oh, I love that one too. Did they cover it?
They did, and it's called I forget the name. I forget the name of it. But just type in Emily Noble and the name of the podcast. If you join them for like $5 a month of subscription, they have a one-on-one interview with me. It's my first interview, and I'm really green, and I'm still bummed out. Really, it was pretty. It was pretty close after I got out. It was right after I was writing my book actually at the time. So there's a lot of things I didn't say to him because I wanted to leave it for the book. But yeah, it's called Invisible Choir, and
I like them.
The name of the piece is called Reasonable Doubt, and they did a really good job too. They really did. They don't have as many listeners as the other one, but they're really good.
But and not knowing anything about what Dylan's doing, like I was so thrilled to get on YouTube and search Dylan and understand that there's someone who actually, probably looking at the fucked up justice system in the United States, says wow,
let's
dig deep into these things, understand that there are two sides, right? And I value that, and because I think if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem, and I think that. I was a part of the problem. My husband was a part of the problem. Our daughters were a part of the problem because we've watched too much Dateline. We've watched too much 48 Hours, and it's the husband. And damn be the evidence. You know, that is not okay. And we all need to check ourselves, because I said to my husband,
thanks for that.
So yeah. And I was so excited that there was a way to even reach Matt, because had he not commented on the Sword and Scale webpage, because I follow their fan page, I would never have known how to reach out to him. And I felt so called and drawn to say something to him that I even asked my husband, I said, do you think that this is weird that I am so I feel so bad in the pit of my soul that we all victimize this poor man? Mm-hmm. And my husband goes, no, I think you should. Wouldn't you want someone to say something to you? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I sent him the message and he responded. So it almost felt like, now I don't think this is him. Like, now I think it's a bot or something, right? Like, it's going to be the Westerville cops are trying to lure me into some weird thing, right? Yeah. To be like, question everything. Like this person just said, question everything. But, So when Matt responded and said, I appreciate you saying that, I was like, oh, saying that, like, I want to come and clean your house for a month, or like bake you cookies, or like, how can I help you now to grieve? Like how, because again, he couldn't grieve her loss for the entire time that he was on the hook.
It's if I can help one person get over what you got over, it's worth it. It's all worth it. One person.
And that's what